This is the XPE450 model. Make particular mention of this because currently on the same product page is an XPE350 model with a far more typical 150, 200 lumens output. That is actually fairly typical brightness, and that is why I was actually quite curious about the 1000 lumen output on this model, the 450. That is because the actual model itself is physically identical to what's known as the GM60 model. If you do a search for GM60, you'll see a whole bunch of brandings for that particular model number at a lower price, but they're black. They're all black, and they have a far lower typical lumen output of 200, meaning that you basically want to be in a dark room. So 1000 lumens, I can only assume that Crenova had this model specifically manufactured for them, so it is in truth a upgraded GM60. The reason is I actually have this projected on my ceiling. Yeah, it's showing on my ceiling about 9 feet up, and I did that for 2 reasons on my ceiling. A, right now I'm have no wall space. Well, B, I thought it'd actually be a good illustration of just simply how bright it is. I mean, that's an overhead light right there next to it, and there's no real significant fading from 9 feet away. So, like I said, I have absolutely no reason to doubt that 1000 lumen output. So, that's going to be the 2 differences between this XPE450 versus other GM60 models. A, yes, 1000 lumen output as opposed to the typical 200 that I've seen from the others, and it's silver. That's it. Otherwise, physically has the same ports, the same inputs, it's same loud fan. Yes, it's got a loud fan, but from where I'm sitting, which is actually about maybe 4 or 5 feet, especially with my AC going on in the background, I can't actually hear. But if you're up close to it, yeah, the fan is loud. But all the GM60s have that same loud roar sound. So so physically, and for the most part internally, because the menu's the same as well, it's the same thing. It's just silver colored and definitely a kick butt brightness. And look at that. And this is with the keystone actually just nudged up maybe a fifth of the way. So minimum, I would say 5 feet, and that's with the keystone pushed all the way down for the sharpest focus. Any closer than that, it fuzzes out. So minimum 5 feet. I'm currently about 9 feet, and that's just the keystone pushed up a little bit. So this has got some good range and the lumens to support it. So there you have it for your consideration. You guys have yourself a great one.